Alright, so welcome to Tharsis, a turn-based space survival game with dice and cannibalism. In this video, we want to give you a brief overview of the game and also how it runs on the Nintendo Switch. Put simply, Tharsis is a hybrid of board game and video game mechanics cleverly mixed together. You're given a group of desperate astronauts on a crumbling ship. Your job is to carefully assign your crew to certain tasks or disasters, and then use their dice rolls to try to get the job done. You'll need to plan, risk, and most often, adapt, as not every dice roll will go according to plan. The choices you need to make will be tactical, often tough, and sometimes bleak. A lot of praise and attention was given to Tharsis when it was released a few years back. And now, after some additional redesigns, balances, and enhancements, we're excited it's finally getting a Switch release. So, this is AW8N, the home of your crew of specialized astronauts, bravely taking on the first manned mission to Mars. And just as the end is in sight, disaster hits. A micrometeoroid storm wipes out your food storage module and 2 vital crew members. Now with 10 weeks still to reach Mars, the ship is falling apart. There are no food reserves, and your crew are slipping in strength, health, and sanity.
If we don't find some creative solutions, we'll starve before we ever reach Mars.
Each week, you'll need to tackle the randomly generated events or disasters that are hitting your ship. The core idea of Tharsis is how well you manage a situation that is spiraling out of control. Yes, you plan your actions, but when the dice settle, that's what you have to work with. On top of trying to stop ongoing disasters, you'll need to gather resources, replenish your ship and crew health, invest in disaster-averting research projects, and juggle your crew's special abilities to up your chances of success. How much health, sanity, and food each crew member has directly affects their ability to function. Rations increase the amount of dice they have. Health determines how many hits they can take, and sanity determines how useful or dangerous the choices your crew give you between weeks are. And then, of course, deciding who gets to eat that week and who doesn't. So often you'll need to decide what and who takes priority on a turn, and where you need to sacrifice just to make it to the next week. And when things go wrong, well, there's always a plan B. But often it comes with even greater risks and costs, like sending a crew member to reduce a disaster, knowing full well they might not survive it. Letting a disaster unfold so you can try to get extra supplies in the meantime. Allowing the crew's sanity to slip now, but deal with the inevitable consequences later. Or even eating your dead crew members, whether they died by accident or by your choice to literally murder them for food. It's about survival, but not everyone can always make the cut. Tharsis is meant to be challenging. On many attempts, your crew will perish, and on others, you will barely scrape by. But it's never about blind luck. The game has systems, countermeasures, and balances in place that mean random numbers will never decide your fate right from the start. You could win every game of Tharsis, but ultimately, you won't. Because when you put dice in the mix, no strategy is 100% fail-proof. Despite the game being built around challenge and tough choices, we also understand that not everyone likes their games this brutal. With its original release, some stated the difficulty of Tharsis was merciless. Others said it was perfect. So now we've made sure there are 3 varying difficulty tiers in place, each specially balanced to ensure a level of challenge that suits your needs. There are also additional unlockable crew members, each with helpful special abilities to make runs on the higher difficulties more doable. And there are 10 scenario missions that let you practice, hone, and test certain skills and strategies before diving into the full game. We're launching Tharsis for Nintendo Switch on April 11th, 2020. The same day is the 50th anniversary of the infamous Apollo 13 that so deeply inspired the game. If you're a fan of roguelikes, board games, deep strategy, survival management, and high-risk reward type games, we hope you'll give it a try. Thanks for watching.